I don't like living here. I just don't. And in this video, I am going to tell you why. Now, just to be clear, I don't hate living in New York or anything like that. But off of the places that I've lived at, New York would not be super, super, super high on my list. This is expensive on a whole nother level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shrimp, some white rice, $17. That is New York for you. Like, you constantly see articles about either the rent or how expensive New York is. I think some people who are coming from California or maybe even like more northern states won't feel the same way. But for me coming to New York, this is quite expensive. The rent for the place I'm staying at is over $3,000 for the price of rent that I pay here in New York. And I'm not exaggerating on this, guys. This is actual facts. I could get a penthouse in Medellin, Colombia, sitting on a hill with a maid that comes on a weekly basis and a chef that comes on a daily basis for the same price that I'm paying for an apartment here in New York. So when I say maybe I just have a different viewpoint based off of how I'm living and how I have lived and the places that I lived in, maybe that's it. But for my personal opinion, this is quite ridiculous for what you get. My next point, also maybe something you could have guessed. Yo, this city has a lot of rats, man. Y'all, I'm walking. Oh my God, you can see them. It's one right there. It's another one right there. And they are literally all in that trash. Do y'all think it's rats running around in Dubai? I don't think so. I think people who pay those skyrocket type of rents in Dubai don't deal with rats running around their city. And that's just disgusting for me in general. No matter what the price is, I've never lived in a city that had rats running around at this level that New York does. And it just, I can't do it. That brings me to my next point too. It's a little ghetto here, y'all. Again, you know, Manhattan is gorgeous. And in Manhattan, that's where you're gonna feel like you're in a dream and that anything is possible. And I like going to Manhattan, so I'm not sitting here down in Manhattan at all. But once you leave Manhattan, it's a little bit ghetto. What do I mean by ghetto? All right, y'all, I'm here in Target in Brooklyn, and you can see the price. 12, 13 bucks, $16 regular. I literally cannot grab it. Like, I can't go grab it. I have to have somebody come here and unlock any laundry detergent that I want. Now, where I'm from in the South, it's not abnormal to see something that is locked up, but it would usually be something like an iPhone, a PS5, something that's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Another example, again, once you get out of Manhattan and you start walking through these streets, why is there trash everywhere, man? Like, that's why people have a rat problem. There's trash everywhere. They have a whole feast. They have a buffet of stuff to eat every single day. And there's nobody there to ever pick it up. It's just disgusting. That's ghetto. I could keep going, but I think you guys get the point. I don't have to live like that. I don't want to live like that. So, like I said, it's not for me. In my opinion, for what you're paying versus what you're getting, there's just so many other options available. If you guys have ever looked at my cost of living videos, there's a lot more bang for your buck out here in the world. Once you get outside of like the Dubai, New York, that type of area, I know that there's many other places that you can go. And if you take the money that you spend in New York and you insert that money into whatever city, you could live a much better life than you would here in New York, in my humble opinion. So not only is it really expensive here, but even with the expensive housing, it's not even necessarily nice housing. I can't tell you how many videos there are on YouTube of somebody who paid X amount of money and is literally staying in a box just to be in a specific area of New York. Or even if it is a quality place, you've seen videos of people literally waiting in lines that are wrapped around the corner to view an apartment to possibly put in an application to live there. Or if you're 1 day late or 2 days late filling out your application to this apartment, you just lose all possibility of staying in the apartment. And on top of that, you're paying broker fees to even get in these apartments. Again, it's just not worth it. Like, the apartments aren't the same quality of what I've been staying in. It's way more And all you're getting with that is location. And on top of that, a lot of these apartment videos I've seen, they don't have a washer and/or dryer. You guys should check out a video that I just did where I asked New Yorkers certain questions about their apartment, and you'll be surprised to find that these people are paying $3,000, $4,000, $2,000 for an apartment, and they don't have a washer and dryer. Or you only get a washer and dryer combo. You can't have a separate washer and a separate dryer. There has to be a combo machine. I'm not paying for a combo machine when rent is this expensive. I need everything. That's just the way I've been living. I don't know, maybe you guys can do it, but that's just unacceptable for me. Now, this next point can definitely be a good thing if you're here for the weekend or something like that. Or maybe if you just like the hustle and bustle, which I think a lot of people that are in New York do. It's just too much going on. There's too many events. There's too many shows. There's 2 basketball teams. There's 2 football teams. There's food festivals every other day. It's just way too much stuff going on, and it's hard to decide sometimes what you want to do. There's been so many times where I've had an itinerary and then I hop on Instagram or I get an email about a list of events for this weekend, and now I'm rethinking my whole itinerary, and it's just a vicious cycle of overthinking because there's so much stuff to do in New York. But again, if you're out here for a couple of days, it's really cool. You can find 3 or 4 events. You're coming in knowing you can't do everything, and you can still have a good trip. But for me, it's causing my mind to overthink a little bit too much. Usually I'm not negative in my videos, and honestly, I don't think this is a negative video. It's just a real video. So I hope you guys take it, and if you're from New York, don't be offended. It's just the truth. I'll keep updating you all throughout my journey here in New York, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace.